I'm Patrick Smith, and welcome to today's segment of Gov Conversations with Kim Koster, Senior Director of GovCon Project and Financial Management at Deltek. Today we'll be discussing why contractors need project-based ERP to power their businesses.
With so many ERP systems out on the market today, how do companies know what system to look at?
Well, ERP systems are actually not one size fits all. Most companies today use some type of ERP system. I'd say about 90% are using some type of ERP system. And many of those companies are using systems that are ill-fitting for their type of business. This is especially true in companies that deliver projects to external clients. So those companies actually have some unique characteristics about them that make them different. And if they're using a generic ERP system, most likely they're leaving efficiency and money on the table.
So what are the characteristics of a project-based business?
Well, first would be that they actually deliver projects for a living to external clients. So the majority of their revenue is made up of delivering projects. The second is that they have an organizational structure that really concentrates on executing projects. So, having program managers, things called maybe a control account manager or a CAM or an integrated product team lead. They have an organization set up to deliver the projects. The other is that they have continually a BD organization that is filling the pipe with new wins. And in those new wins, they're using their historical information that's gathered from their ERP system to go in and actually propose new projects. So they're continually filling their pipeline. The fourth is that they need to be able to know exactly where all the resources are so that they're utilizing their resources on a regular basis and that they maximize the utilization of those resources.
So why does generic ERP fail so often?
Generic ERP fails a lot, and it fails because ultimately it really sees the world in two dimensions. So what we call the account or the general ledger accounts and the organization, which is who is actually doing the work, those are really the two dimensions that a generic ERP system has. Now, projects are in it, but they're really pancaked on top of the system. So they're really an afterthought. It is not part of the basic tool set that's delivered. So there's a lot of customizations on generic ERP, and because of all of that, you have very inefficient processes around that ERP system. So you may have a general ledger that doesn't tie to a project ledger, a lot of reconciliation going on by the accounting teams. You've got assumed cost and assumed revenue because not all of those costs are actually going into the end objectives.
So what makes a project-based ERP system so different?
Well, a project-based ERP system actually lets you see the world in 3D. So it takes that general ledger account as well as the organization of who's doing the work, and it also includes the project. So each cost that's going in, each item that's going into your ERP system actually has all three components: account, organization, and project. And this really gives you the granular information that you need to run your project. It also gives you a very high efficiency in being able to look and examine your cost and being able to look down at the lowest level, almost a bottoms-up portfolio look of all of your costs and all of your transactions.
So what are some of the key business benefits from having an out-of-the-box project-based solution?
Some of those key business benefits are increased win rates. So people who use that actually get increased win rates because they're able to look at that historical cost and then actually bid new contracts with that information. They also have greater visibility and control, so they're able to see their information. They're able to look at what projects are the most profitable. They're able to see what program managers actually provide the most profit. They also, in these systems, especially when they're purpose-built for government contractors, they're able to have automated compliance. So, there are billing formats that keep you compliant. There are cost incurred reports that help with the DCAA. So ultimately, a project-based tool really gives you the business benefits so that you are more efficient and you can drive more profit and growth into your business.